Number 10, Penn State hosting Indiana on CBS. The Nittany Lions have never lost in Happy Valley against the Hoosiers. Perfect 12-0. Indiana 1-51 versus top 10 teams since 1989. But they came out of the gates flying here. Mid-first quarter, no score. Brendan Sorsby to DeKeys Carter. He's got that, and he's off to the races. Taking it down the sideline, 90 yards for the touchdown. Penn State had not allowed a point at home in their past 11 quarters. They allow 7 right away. Longest passing play for Indiana since 1993. And for Penn State, longest play they've allowed in the last 20 years at home. Late in the quarter, Drew Aller to the end zone for Khalil Dinkins. That's caught for the touchdown. The game tied at 7. Dinkins' second touchdown of the season for the sophomore. Early second, same score. Sorsby finds a wide open Donovan McCulley. Blown coverage there by Penn State. He is off and running. 69-yard touchdown that time. Hoosiers up 14-7. Yeah, shock, confusion, you name it. Nittany Lions fans don't know what to make of this, but a little bit happier with just over 2 minutes left in the half. That's Nick Singleton taking the handoff, pushes his way across the goal line. We're tied at 14. Next Indiana drive, just over a minute left. Sorsby throws to the middle. This one, though, intercepted. Jalen Reed steals it back for Penn State. That would lead to a field goal, giving the Nittany Lions a 17-14 lead at the break. So first drive of the third quarter, they got the ball. Aller throws it to the end zone for Theo Johnson. Touchdown. Penn State up 10, 24-14, 13-play, 75-yard drive to start the half. Early fourth quarter, same score. Sorsby over the middle to Omar Cooper Jr. He breaks the tackle and gets to the end zone for a 26-yard touchdown. Indiana not down yet, not done yet. They're down 24-21. The third touchdown pass of the day for Sorsby. Later in the fourth, Aller under pressure, throws it up. It's intercepted. Josh Sanguinetti sets up the Hoosiers deep in Penn State territory, and that is a first career interception on his 312th career attempt for Drew Aller. Field goal would tie the game, so how would they respond? Next drive, Aller deep, and it's caught by Keandre Lambert-Smith. Down the sideline as he tight ropes, 57 yards for the score. Penn State up 31-24. What a response. Indiana needs a touchdown to force overtime. Sorsby drops back, but hit from behind by Danny Dennis-Sutton, and the ball, it's pinballing around the end zone. Penn State can't get the scoop and score. Instead, it rolls out for a safety. Penn State do get the 2 points, 33-24 at that point, and 33-24 when time expires as the Nittany Lions survive. Bit of a scare there from Indiana. They were in this one until the late stages of the game. Penn State has outscored their opponents 94-0 in the third quarter this season. That was key for them in this game. Air Force now the only FBS team yet to throw an interception in 2023, with Drew Aller's interception in this one. After the game, our Tiffany Blackman spoke with Aller.
Drew, Indiana ties this thing up with under 3 minutes to go, and then you come back and you throw that touchdown pass to Lambert-Smith. What were you seeing on that play?
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty aggressive man coverage, and with Dre, I just got to give him a shot with the ball. I got to let him at least touch it. It's either going to be PI or it's going to be a catch, and luckily, I mean, he came down with it and did his thing after, and he went down and scored. But I mean, today was a great victory, and I mean, I'm just glad that we had the opportunity. Obviously, I threw that awful interception, and I'm just glad I had the opportunity. You know, defense came out, had my back, held them to a field goal, which is huge for us, tied the game, and we knew we just had to go down and score either a field goal or a touchdown. And I'm just glad. That's why we play football, to have opportunities like that.
So I got to ask you about that interception. How quickly were you able to put that one away? Did your teammates help you put it away?
Honestly, I didn't know I threw an interception until like I got up. So I mean, I didn't really care. Obviously, I can't be turning it over down there, just in that area in general. But I mean, yeah, teammates have my back all day, offense and defense. I mean, there's nobody else I'd rather be playing with than all these guys.
This was a tough game. What does the way you all responded say about this team?
Yeah, I mean, adversity definitely hit last week and throughout this game, but I think we showed how resilient we are and how that made us better. I think we did a great job of, you know, just bouncing back when we were down. And I mean, defense had my back, and we were fortunate enough to have the defense's back. So it was just a great team win. I mean, it doesn't go to one phase, one player. It's just a great team win.
Congratulations. Enjoy it, Drew.
Thank you.
Penn State closed as 30.5-point favorites, end up winning it by 9, so the Hoosiers get the cover. And you take a look at Penn State since the start of last season against teams not named Ohio State or Michigan. 18-0, 39.8 points per game, allowing just over 12. That turnover differential plus 26 as they get the big win over Indiana today. And we're now happy to be joined by CBS college football analyst Jason McCourty, who joins us. He was on the call today for this Indiana-Penn State game. Jason, I want to ask you, after what happened last week, I mean, Penn State came into this game 31.5-point favorites. They get the win here, managed to squeak it out. But just from a psychological standpoint, how important was this win for the Nittany Lions?
Oh, it was huge. They had to get back in that win column. And James Franklin said this week, not only do we want to win this game, but we want to improve as a football team. There's definitely going to be some things that they look on that film that they're going to be disappointed in. But the one thing that they can hang their hat on, Drew Aller threw his first interception of the game. The very next drive, he comes back and makes a throw deep down the field to Lambert Smith to give them the lead back. I think that's what they wanted to see from their offense and especially from their young quarterback.
Yeah, nice bounce back there by Drew Aller. In the pregame show, our Leger Duzable was talking about the fact that it was perhaps time for offensive coordinator Mike Yurcik to take the training wheels off of this offense. This offense did seem to struggle throughout this game. What's your level of concern when you take a look at what Penn State was able to do and not able to do today?
You're going to definitely be concerned with this offense because throughout this game, it was the mistakes of Indiana that allowed them to score points and stay in the game, especially in the first half. A muff punt by Indiana led to a touchdown. An interception led to a field goal. It was those plays by the defense or by the special teams that allowed them to put points on the board. You want to see a little bit more from them. We still haven't seen those explosive runs from Singleton and Allen in the backfield, but we did see a throw down the field from Aller late and one early on to Lambert Smith that he drop, but you need to see that on a more consistent basis if they're going to get to where they want to get to.
If you take a look at the team comparison between the two. All right, so Penn State get Maryland next, and then in 2 weeks it's Michigan at home. So for Penn State now, is it all about building towards that big game against the Wolverines?
100%. Everything that they want to achieve is still in front of them. A chance to play in a conference championship game and get an opportunity to get to the college football playoffs. But in order to do so, it's going to start with Michigan. Michigan still has to play Ohio State. They're going to possibly walk away with the loss, and Penn State can hand that to them too. On top of that, they're going to be at home. How much can they improve from now until then? When they get out there on the field, of course they have to take care of Maryland first, but they have an opportunity to win that ball game.
They'll certainly take the W today as they take down Indiana 31-24 at Beaver Stadium. CBS Sports college football analyst Jason McCourty joining us to talk about that here on CBS Sports HQ. Thank you, Jason. Always good to have you along with us. And taking a look at the remainder of Penn State's schedule. We mentioned they get Maryland next week. Then it is the big game against Michigan. They have that game at home, but still, when you look at what's happened the last couple of weeks, obviously things to work on for the Nittany Lions. Then they finish against Rutgers and Michigan State.